Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm gonna be doing another movie review. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing a few horror movie reviews. I know I saved them all for the last day, October 31st. I should have spread them out more throughout the month, but yeah, yeah, these horror reviews are probably gonna span from October 31st till November 2nd or 3rd at the latest. Um, and yeah, basically very fast. Some of the horror films I want to review are Halloween, Scream, Night of the Living Dead, Goosebumps, the new 2015 one, Child's Play, Saw, and maybe American Psycho. And there's two Scooby Doo films, animated films that I think I want to review as well. One of them is a Mexican monster. Um, and that's the only one I can remember. I have them recorded on my TV. That's why. And yeah, it's yeah, I know I saved them all for like the last day, but why not? Who cares? Um, I will say though, first off, the last film I'm gonna be doing a review for will be Goosebumps because after Goosebumps, I'm gonna be doing more reviews from 2015, such as Steve Jobs. For example, Steve Jobs and some of these other films, The Walk, The Martian, etc., etc. Now, as for this movie review right now, I'm dressed as a zombie, so what better film to review as a zombie, first off, than Night of the Living Dead? So yeah, before I begin though, 10-second spoiler warning as usual for those who have yet to actually watch this movie and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out and come back here and watch and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Ah. So yeah, 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch this movie and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that I never gave you a fair warning because as usual, I did. So yeah, my makeup is starting to itch a bit. So yeah, yeah, very fast. My makeup, like here, it's actually on my eyebrows and on my hair here. So yeah, and here I have some fakes, latex skin, which is starting to bother me a bit. Not to mention the one on my leg. So yeah, it's just a small injury I got on my leg. Um, yeah, yeah. So yeah, before I begin though, I already did the 10-second spoiler warning. So yeah, now quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So basically, Night of the Living Dead. Many consider it to be the first zombie movie ever, which I call bullshit, and actually prove it to be bullshit because I actually have a zombie pack, a like 10 or 20 set B list zombie movie pack, and the oldest movie there is from like 1942. So I call Night of the Living Dead to be the when it comes to when people say Night of the Living Dead is the first zombie movie in existence, I call bullshit. However, it is the first movie to have popularized the idea of zombies. So yeah, and basically, very fast before I forget, this movie stars Dwayne Jones, Judith O'Dea, Carl Hardman, Marilyn Eastman, Keith Wayne, Judith Riley, Kyra Schoen, Charles Craig, and George Costner. And basically, you have these group of survivors are locked up in this house when the epidemic has occurred. The way they explain does sorry for my coughing. My lungs are kind of missing, so I'm gonna be coughing a lot. Yeah, my lungs got eaten out of me, sadly. So I basically have this group of survivors. They're huddled up in this one house when the zombie apocalypse has happened. The way they explain the zombie apocalypse is that radiation has more or less infected everybody, and um, radiation more or less caused this, to say the least. So yeah, and now it's just you have these group of survivors trying to survive, and this movie came out all the way back in 1968. And one of the things that made this movie so striking, aside from the fact that it made and popularized the idea of zombies, was the fact that one of its lead protagonists was a black guy, and back then that was almost unheard of. And the fact that the character has transcended, I guess, through through the years is actually very interesting because, yeah, believe it or not, the actor and the character of Dwayne Jones, who's the lead actor, um, and his character Ben are often referenced in other zombie movies or TV shows and whatever. Most notably in The Walking Dead, believe it or not, when Morgan's son, Morgan is called Morgan Jones. His son is called Dwayne Jones. So yeah, the actor's called Dwayne Jones in this movie, and the kid is the kid is called Dwayne Jones in the TV show, and as well as the comics, Dwayne Jones, or Duane, however you want to pronounce it. Because they pronounced it two different ways. In season one, they pronounced it Duane, but then in season 3, in Clear, they pronounced it Dwayne. So yeah. So, but yeah, you basically have this inner turmoil. You do have a few. You have like this one family where it's like this older guy, older female, and their daughter who's infected with this virus. And the daughter is dying basically. She becomes a zombie, and yeah, but right before she becomes a zombie, you have the dad who's basically a really racist asshole who wants to protect his family, and he knows the black guy can protect this group better than him. However, due to the fact that he's a black guy, he kind of wants to take over because white guy over black guy. You get that. you understand the racist overtone. So yeah. Overall, though, however, pretty good. I really did. Some of the ideas for zombies have more or less been lost. If you understand, because here in this movie you have zombies who are for the most part afraid of fire. And now, you have zombies who really just don't give a shit. They'll do anything for food. So it is interesting how we see how some of the earlier ideas of zombies have more or less transformed to what they are today. And yeah, it is a cult classic film. And it is definitely one of the best black and white movies there's ever been. And definitely one of the best zombie movies there's ever been. And for sure one of the best horror movies there's ever been. So yeah, the acting is great, and the writing is great. Because it was made on a really small budget. George A. Romero, basically made this film for close to nothing. The budget is estimated to be $114,000, which is close to nothing at this point. So yeah, and then the amount of money it made. Yeah. The one thing that sucks, and George Romero kind of realized this early on, he didn't understand what public domain was or whatever, like copyright laws or whatever. So this movie is in public domains, believe it or not. So yeah, you can actually watch this on YouTube, which I actually found on YouTube. Interesting enough, which I didn't think this would be. I didn't think I'd actually find this, but I actually found this on DVD. In this 4-way zombie pack with White Zombie and two other films. Let me see very fast what the other 2 films were. Yeah, here they are. 2. Night of the Living Dead, Revenge of the Zombies, Oasis of the Living Dead, and White Zombie. So yeah. Due to the fact that this is in public domains, for some reason I didn't really think of it. I didn't really think that this would be on DVD. I thought that maybe in the future I could burn it on DVD. I don't need to anymore. For some reason, it never really occurred to me that it'd be on DVD, just because it's in public domains. And that's what I read many times. That most films in public domain aren't usually transferred onto DVD for mass production. If anything, they're transferred by people who just want to have it on DVD or whatever, have it as a video file. Normally, they're not transferred for wide release. And in a sense, I guess this is wide release. It is a zombie collection, so that's interesting. And yeah, again, sorry. First off, again, sorry for all the sneezing. I'm kind of missing a lung or two. As well as a couple airway tunnels, whatever those are called. Yeah, I'm missing parts of my brain right now too. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. Pretty good film, really revolutionary film for the horror genre and for zombies as a whole. Really do like what it did for the genre as a whole. And yeah, overall, just a great movie. Definitely do check it out if you haven't already. I'll leave a link down below for those who want to check it out online on YouTube. Because again, this is in public domains. And yeah, that's basically it for now. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Comment down below on your thoughts on the movie. Have you seen it? And if not, why not? And if you have, what are your thoughts on it? Comment all that down below. Let me know. And again, if you haven't seen it, link down below. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off. I need to find someone with an extra pair of lungs, and then eat them. I'm getting pretty hungry. No, you viewers are pretty tasty, come to think of it.